Alright, today we're going to be making pockets for our junk journal pages. So I'm going to show you one of my techniques that I absolutely love to do. And I've done this in all of my journals, so you have probably seen me do it before. And so welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. This is Marsha. Thank you so much for being here with me this day. And I hope everything is going well for you. Now, what I'm going to do here today, and let me give you the elements and the supplies. So that's one of the things that if you are going to craft along with me and work in your junk journal, and you want to go right ahead and jump in, you'll see these two beautiful pockets that we're going to make today together. We're going to need junk mail envelopes, fabric, buttons, cheesecloth, or other fibers, trims, little flower embellishments, your ink, a plain white 7-inch doily, scissors, and a glue stick, which I'm using the Scotch brand, and probably your tacky glue or whatever glue that you like to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is come in here with my dauber and cover up as much of this white of the doily that I can, because if you notice here in these images that I've taken, which these are taken from magazine pages, so we're going to be using magazine pages as well. And the magazine, doesn't matter whatever magazine you have, whatever theme you're working on, just go to magazines that fit in that theme and you'll be able to follow right along with me and what I'm doing. So it's mainly the technique. It doesn't matter what theme you're using, it's just the technique. So you don't have to have the exact same thing that I have as far as embellishments. It just is the materials. So if you notice in one picture, this is a purple and green, and these are plums. So a lot of purple going on here, a little bit of green I brought in, a little bit of the brown, and so lots of purple, green, and brown. So it's just trying to go and match that up. And then I'm going to place a piece of this doily at the bottom here of both of these. And we will also make a little banner, and we're going to use our buttons and trim, and we'll need probably some cardstock or other fabric, something that's stiff. You don't want something too thin and flimsy. Alright, so there's just no set way that you need to do this, so just come in and color it up with the colors that you're using, the inks that you have. And I like to keep my surface clean, so I protect it by using a piece of cheesecloth. You could use a book page or a magazine page, whatever would allow you to move your material around freely. So that's one of the things you need to keep in mind. A towel wouldn't work as good because it would want to catch on the material. So that's why I don't use a towel. Alright, so now we're going to come in. So the color I was using was Moss Meadow. This is Stampin' Up! Brand. Now I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss and Fresh Fig. So colors that already are in harmony with what I have going on over here in my magazine images. So yes, I'm going to use the same dauber because I haven't found my other daubers. But I come in very lightly and I just use up as much of it as I can. So let me come around here. Alright, so we're going to come in first with the fig color, Fresh Fig. Now I'm going to just go around the edges here very lightly. It's definitely bringing in that nice, vibrant purple that I'm going for in this combination. So the leaf green and the purple from the plums. So I cut everything out before I started recording so that you could just follow along with me on this process. But I haven't glued any of those down, so you'll be able to see once I take them off of the envelope, and then you'll see what was my base, what did I start with, and then what is it going to look like in the end. So layering, layering, layering is what you need to learn how to do when you're making your junk journals. So decorating, anything you're decorating, then just learn how to layer, and it will turn out beautiful. So the more you put on, the more definition you'll bring to it, and that's what will change it to look as the way you want it to in the end. So what I did here, just layer it all up first, don't glue it in. Then once you get everything put into place that you like, then you can come back and start gluing your pieces in or sewing them. So usually I can take this over to the sewing machine and sew pieces together, but in this particular video I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to glue everything so that you can see. Alright, I think this looks pretty good. Now let me hold it up here and how much of this I want to have on here. Okay, so I definitely want to go in darker, since all of these others are really dark. I want this to be dark. Now these are not distress inks. These are just your regular water-based dye inks. They're acid-free, non-toxic. And I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. If you're enjoying watching my videos, then please do. And be a part of my crafting creative community here and be one of my new crafting and sewing buddies. So we have a lot of fun here, and I show you a lot of techniques and diversity here. So every DIY craft and junk journal channel, sewing channel, we all have our different ways and techniques and combinations of doing things. So you learn something from everyone. Okay, let's look at that. Alright, that's looking better. Now I just need to come in back with the green. Okay. Okay, I should have darkened up the green first, but I didn't want to take just the ink pad and apply that because I was afraid it would really be too much. So let me see if I can, again, I'll use the doily here and get as much of this ink, purple ink out once I mix it with the green. So this is giving me a actual base for my next project. It's just blotting on here. So it gives you a new starting point for a next project. Okay. I think that's pretty good, so let's bring some more of this green. Mossy green actually. Mossy green it's called. Alright, let's see, over here. Okay. Alright, let's see if everything is looking good here. Alright, so now let me bring everything back over. Okay. Alright, let's see how that looks. Right there. Okay, that looks good. I like that. And then I was going through my book, and so this is, I've put the colors up against these green pages, and then this darker kind of a black with green, and which one. So it gave a different contrast with every color combination, but this was the next page, so I thought, okay, it looks good there, we'll just go ahead and we'll work, that'll be the next page. So now what I'm going to do is just take the doily and I'm going to just cut right here along this edge here, and going to give me my two pieces that I'm going to need here. Just take it first like this. Alright. And then I can lay that piece here. I can decide if I want to do it here or if I want to cut in here just above it. So once I get that removed from this circle, then I'll be able to see better what it's going to look like. And I hope you'll stick around and watch my video all the way to the end, because you will definitely learn something with me as we go. Alright, so here, yeah, I'm thinking maybe, okay, kind of like that. I might come in down here. Alright, so let's just cut a piece here. Alright, that gives us that piece. And then cut a piece over here. Okay. Alright, so I can move it around and work with it here in a minute and do whatever I need to do with it. Okay, so the only thing that I didn't get out right now are the buttons, because I didn't want this to go super duper forever. So, but like again, just follow along and you'll see how these all came together and what I'm doing with it. So this piece here, I'm just going to slide it off. Slide this one over here for the time being, and we'll just work on this one right here for now. And then we'll slide this off up here. but you can see what I started with. So just a regular junk mail envelope. This was the, what this did is what came inside of it. I took it out, but usually some of these, when you open them up, there's a plain white envelope inside, so you can use those as well. But this one I'm going to cover up the window, but it was perfectly fine. I'm going to cover up the whole thing anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, so the first piece we're going to do is going to be the back piece, and I'm just going to take the glue stick and put glue all over this envelope. Open this up, and I've left it here, so we're going to cut this off here in a minute, but I'm going to wait and glue this on this pocket here. So it's going to be several pockets. And when you use the glue stick, you want to go over it several times. That's what they tell you in the instructions, so then you get the best coverage. Alright, so I'm going to just come up here to the top, making sure that it's reaching. Okay. And just press that down. You don't need any fancy tools. Your fingers work fine. Okay, so now this piece is going to fold up here, and then this will give us a pocket here, and then you'll have your pocket back here. So I'm not going to cut the top of the envelope, and then when I glue it into place, it'll be just down this side, and then here and here. So let's go ahead and put this piece on, and I'll show you what I did is I just folded it over underneath so that I would have a clean edge there and not a raw open edge. Okay. Again, start at the top. Making sure you're covering up all the white. And you can wiggle that and move it a little bit. Okay. Then fold it under. And now there you go. You've just covered up that plain, ugly junk mail envelope. And now we're going to put on our other embellishment elements. Okay, so I'm not going to glue this pocket part of it yet, so I want to just start working with my elements here. So again, I'm just looking at this and deciding which way do I like it? Which way does it look best? Does it look best here? Or do I like it like this? Kind of like it like that. So okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, now we're just going to come in with the Aleene's tacky glue. We don't need a lot, just a little bit. So I'm just going to come around on this white edge, and then anywhere that I can have a solid surface to put the glue. Oop. Okay, that wasn't good, but that's alright. We can wipe it off in a second. clean that off. It's not a problem. Alright, so now up here I wanted this element, my little piece here. So I'm debating where do I want it to go, here, there. And I'm also going to be putting this piece underneath up here. So that's why I didn't glue that bottom piece in yet. That looks nice. This is a very nice, heavy-duty fabric, so it gives it a real nice texture. We're just looking for, like, again, like I was mentioning earlier, we're just looking for layers. You don't need to go crazy with the glue, just a little bit. So I'm picking up what you're seeing in the picture here. Okay, so let's put the cap back on this one. Okay. Bring it up so you can see what I'm doing so far. Alright, so that's covering that up. Doily, fabric here, fabric there. Okay, now we're going to come in. Where did I put a little piece that I'd already cut? That's a good question. Okay, so I had a piece just like this that I'd already cut for that side. I might have to steal him so that I can show you. Okay. Alright, so So what we're going to do is we're going to glue this in a, like a snake, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay. So it's a wave, there we go, in a wave. So you want to start in the corner, come down, go back up, come down, go back up. And then that's where then the buttons come in after that. Alright, since I know I want this to go across here, let me just go right across the middle, then I don't have to keep fiddling with not getting the glue on me. Alright, so now this is the tricky part, but just kind of eye where you want the ribbon to go. And then just put little dots of the glue. We're going to start up here in the corner, and it's okay if it comes off the corner. And then we're going to come over here. Such thin trim that it's giving me a difficult time. Okay, there we go. Alright, I got it. I did it. Okay. It's okay, you just want it to be, you know, unique. It doesn't have to be, we're not looking for, you know, laying it flat. We want it to have these little arches and humps and all that kind of thing. Okay, there we go. Again, let me bring it up, show you what it looks like. Very cute. Again, you want that, not everything flat, you know, you want to raise up, bring it, the dimension to it. Okay, so now we're going to come in here with this piece in the center. Alright, so that little flower is going to go here, I know that. Now we can put a little bit more glue, but a little bit more generous. Okay, so he goes there. Mash him down. Take these layers apart. Okay. Whatever looks good to you, just put them on in the manner that looks good to you. Okay. Alright, so now that is how quick and easy it is to embellish a junk mail envelope to make a pocket for your junk journal. Now let's take it to the journal, and then I'll show you what I was talking about with how it looks on these different color papers. Alright. Got a little bit of glue there. I'll just stick a button there later. Okay, so now you see I down in this green. That green, It was like, ugh. It just, some of it just like, ah. So some is kind of very muted, very soft. It looks really nice with it. Others, it kind of just like washes it out, but this kind of like this, now this color makes this whole beautiful embellished greatness that we have going on here look really pretty. It stands out. The background does not make it look icky. This would still be okay, but I mean, I just don't care for that, against that. This I like because the twigs, kind of a wild grass look, whatever, ties in with this whole theme of what I have going on here. And then the next color, this one, it didn't really, I mean, it's, again, muted. You're seeing it's picking up the colors here. So really, it was like, it was just completely up to where do I want to put it. So again, I didn't really, wasn't really a fan of it there. I do like it on the darker page, but again, because I wanted to just work in order, I don't know, now that I'm looking at it here more, I think I do like it better on the darker page. I don't think it looks good. So I will put it either here, or I will put it here. But the swirliness, I think, is taking away from it, so I'm thinking here. I like it here better. Alright, so we'll put it on this page. So again, it's just up to your preference. And then what I will do on this, as far as the little page tabs are going on here that you're seeing, the little dangles that I've been doing. So I will take this element that I just used here for this pocket. I'll finish up that other pocket, so then the next video that I do, I'll show you the final preview of what I did and what I came back in and added. So I'll come back in and add the buttons, and I'll add the little banner pieces, and I'll show you how I did that. And then we'll make the little side tab charm to hang off the page that will match these colors exactly right here. So thank you for being here with me in my video today. And again, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and let me know what you think about this final beautiful envelope pocket page for our junk journal and our altered book series, our altered book journal series. So again, this was a 1964 vintage book, and I've come in and covered the pages and made pockets of pages and just embellished them with you, making tags and journals and all kinds of just beautiful embellishments in the book with you. So this page, I'll finish this page, this magazine page. I'm going to laminate this one as well. And then we did this fabric keepsake page, and we did this pocket here and a little tuck spot there. We did this envelope here, another tea-stained envelope. All of this was fabric covered, a belly band here, and another tip tag here. So it's coming right along in this beautiful flap here. I didn't get to show you that the other day. Just really love it. So we have lots more to go in this Altered Book Journal series. So please subscribe to my channel, follow along with me. If you haven't entered the giveaway already, today is the 9th, and so you have 2 more days to enter, today and tomorrow, and I will do the drawing on Monday. So thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great crafting and sewing day. Bye-bye.